My love, stop waiting to be ready. Stop waiting for something. Stop waiting to be like, yeah, now I'm ready. Because if you're waiting all the time to be ready, your life is going to be a perpetual waiting because you keep manifesting the waiting. So, welcome to this episode, welcome to this video. If you don't follow, subscribe to the channel and rate the podcast. I just wanted to let you know today and give you a little bit of almost like this new fresh perspective that on something that I struggled because I was many times, and even in the past weeks I was realizing this pattern with me, that I was waiting to be ready. I was feeling these callings, I was feeling these excitements, I was feeling this thing burning inside of me. Whatever it is, can be related to career, can be related to your personal life, your loving relationships, your friendships, your traveling, moving countries, starting something, and you're always waiting to be ready. You always are protecting yourself. Like you feel like, oh, I know that that is what I want and that is what I'm being called to, but I'm still waiting to be ready. I'm still not ready. And this is something that I've been through, and it's something that probably like 90% of population or even more and have been through, which is we put ourselves on hold because we are being stuck in this illusion that we are not ready yet, that we don't have anything or everything that we need to go there, to be that person, to create that, to change absolutely your reality. When you remember who you are, when you remember that you are source, when you remember that you are a being that is unlimited, how could you not be ready when you hold all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all all the guidance? It's with you. Like it's within you, it's with you, it's who you are. I had to remember this myself because I think like this is very common for people that are speakers, teachers, they create content. Sometimes we have this like almost this way of like, yeah, but maybe I need to know more. I'm not ready yet. I need more this certification. I need to this course and I need this whatever and I need all of this so then I can tap into this version of me and then I can tap into this reality. But what I want you to know is that reality works in a different way. Reality works in a way where you have right here, right now, parallel realities. You have parallel universes. You have parallel versions of you existing in this very moment. Like right here, there are parallel versions of you living all different types of realities and of your versions. So there is a version of you that speaks German, there's a version of you that is a Chinese teacher, there's a version of you that is an athlete, there is a version of you that is a content creator, there's a version of you that is completely like not doing anything that they love in their life and they're depressed. There is all of these infinite versions of you, and when you understand, because we grew up and this is the way that we've been taught and the way that I want to share with you, it's different. I'm going to share with you a perspective that is more metaphysical, that is more energetic, and actually it's backed by science right now, by quantum physics. So the way that we learn how things work is like, oh, you have to be ready, you have to spend years of your life to master something, you have to continuously be going after something, and then you are ready, and then the moment comes where you're like, okay, I'm ready. Now it's a moment where I'm ready. Now I feel completely comfortable with jumping in. Now I feel completely comfortable with diving in. If you are a human, which you are, you know that this is not a reality. You could have the most amount of certification, the most amount of master degrees, the most amount of knowledge and wisdom and so on. If you don't allow yourself to do it, even when you don't feel ready, even when you do feel fear, you will be forever waiting. So it doesn't matter. So it's not about being ready or not, it's about starting. It's about doing even when you feel fear. Doing even when there's a part of you that is questioning. There's a part of you that is doubting. And why am I going to bring you a new perspective regarding metaphysics is regret with this idea that there is no parallel realities, there is no parallel versions of you, and that you are a limited being. Metaphysics, quantum physics come here to show you you are unlimited. You are unlimited, and there is already right here, right now, all the infinite versions of you. The version of you that is living your dream reality, she exists right here, right now. So you don't need to be ready to be her. You don't need to spend years to become her. I don't use the word becoming. I'm becoming her. I'm becoming this version. I don't use that because you don't become anything because you already are everything. So in that moment, when we are manifesting and when we are quantum jumping, we are actually like almost surfing the realities. We are accessing a new reality, a new wave. We are going there. We are in this one. We feel the excitement. We feel the intention. We feel my intuition guide me to another reality, to another experience, to another version of me. And I go there and I access it. I don't become it. I choose it. I decide it. And in that moment, it's like you are remembering that you are that. It's like you are remembering that there is a version of you that is living exactly what you are now, feeling the excitement, what now you are desiring. So you are not becoming and you are not getting ready, because what many times happens is you have, so you are a version of yourself that there is certain things in your life that you want to shift, that you're being called to experience a new reality. What many times happens, and this already happened to me many times, you know that another version of you exists right now, ready for you to decide to enter, and just simply try. You are that. You are making that decision. You are ignoring everything else, like all the stories, all the ifs, all the questions, all the doubts. You give them love. You give them love. Let them go. You let them go. What happens many times that you know that there is this version that is making like 1 million per year, that is making 1 million per month, that is doing what she loves, that is having a beautiful relationship, that is traveling the world, whatever you desire. What many times happen is that you are in these other versions, so you have these two versions. What already happened to me and happens to a lot of people is you jump into a other version of you that is trying to be that what you want. So it's like you have a middle here. You are not this one. You're trying. You're using your mind of like, oh, I have to do this and this and this to bring me from point A to point B. When we have to remember, if you want to live in a metaphysical way, if you want to live in unity, and of course you always live in unity with God because that's who you are. No one can take that away from you. But if you want to live from that space of knowing, like Jesus did, you know that there is no point A, no point B. There is just one point. That's why there's only the now. That's why all the realities are here in one dot. Everything. So many times you jump into the version of you that is trying to have 1 million euros profit month, or is trying to travel the world. She's trying to manifest it. So she's trying to get those results. She's trying to get those goals. She's trying to manifest those things. She's trying to bring it into fruition. Guess what are you going to experience in your physical world? The results of you trying. So it's not going to be the results that you truly desire. It's going to be almost that. It's almost because you're trying. So in that moment, and I know because I've been there, we are using our mind, we are losing our logic. And if you want to transform your life, and as I said, embodying God, being who you truly are, we have to drop the logic. You have to drop, and we have to drop the logic, because logic is only useful in certain circumstances. When we want to not even create, because we're not creating, we are accessing, things are created. We have to go beyond our mind. We have to know that there is more than our mind. We have to remember that we are the consciousness. The mind, it's um, it's something that you can use. It's a resource of your consciousness. It's not who you are. So in that moment, when you are jumping from one version to the other version, if you are using your mind, if you're losing your logic, if you are like, oh, but look, I don't have that, so I have to do all of these things for that to happen, you are using your logic. You are being still limited. You're going to still be limited by your circumstances. You're going to still be looking at your bank account and be like, yeah, but look, I have this amount of money. How can I be a millionaire? Maybe I have to do that. Maybe I have to do that. You have to jump into the version that is already a millionaire, that is already doing what you love. What is she doing now? What is she feeling now? What she thinks about herself? What type of beliefs she has? She's like, yeah, I have this now. And all of these ideas, all of these behaviors, all of these beliefs, they come automatically from that identity, from that version. You don't have to force anything, because the version of you that is living a dream reality, she has a different belief, she has a different behavior, she has a different perspectives on life, and you don't have to try it. You simply have to enter. It's like you enter a new character. And whenever like the old versions that are still available come to you, you just really ignore it. Like they don't have to mean anything. But many times we get stuck, so we jump from one version and we jump into the version that is trying to get the results and is trying to get that lifestyle, that dream reality. But you're still not fully inside and embodying and enter this identity that is living now your dream reality. What you would do? Don't think so much. And this is for myself. I was going through a cycle in the past months where I was thinking about so many things. I was losing so much my logic. I was getting really feeling stagnant, feeling stuck. When now, I don't know if everyone is feeling this energy, like summer is just starting. Summer just started, was it yesterday? No, Saturday. So 2 days ago from the day that I'm recording. And I just feel this new energy of like, no, no, not anymore. I know what where does the past, where does this path of trusting my mind, of using my logic, of feeling stuck, of stopping myself, or not knowing where to start, of going way too much ahead, where you just have to follow the like the most logical step where your intuition is calling you, even if it doesn't seem like related to your manifestation. You know, like if you just feel like going to the beach, just go to the beach. Even if you're like, what is this related to the fact that I want to have €1 million every month? Maybe when you go to the beach, you are having fun, you meet someone, or you have an amazing breakthrough idea for your business. You never know. What you need to know is that you, when I started this video of saying stop waiting to be ready, fully understand that there is no point A and no point B. There's no you and there. I have to become that. I have to, because whenever it's like, oh, I have to become that, there is going to be, what am I doing is I'm choosing a reality where I'm not that, I'm not yet there. So I'm always jumping into new versions where I feel like I'm closer to being there, when you can simply just jump directly to a new timeline, to a new reality, to a new version of you, because you are God. Imagine God questioning himself, how can I be that version? I have to try this, I have to do that. I don't know if I can be right now, maybe I need 10 years to be that. And that's what happens to many people. And that's why many people that then learn about metaphysics, life shifts so quickly for them and so effortless, because that is first of all the nature of nature. Like nature is always changing, is always quickly changing. Always, your life is always changing constantly, and you are always choosing and deciding every single moment who you are being. So what many people believe is that, oh, I can only be that once I am this and this and this, once I've tried this and this, once 10 years I've spent, then I can be that. So then in that moment, in that instant, then they make the instant shift into that version, but they could have done that instant shift before. So the time that we experience that waiting, it's your decision, because you don't have to wait. It's you saying, no, I need to wait until I give myself permission to fully jump and enter into this new reality and to enter into this new version. I need that thing, I need that thing, I need that thing, until I fully enter into what the version that I'm called to enter, to experience. So in this very moment, what I want you to reflect is that where does waiting to be ready led you to? What does it give it to you? Probably like gave you frustration, made you feel stuck, made you feel stagnant, made you feel like you're not really feeling and fulfilling and really living your true potential, and made you just be stuck in your head, and made you feel like you're not complete, whole, and worthy, and made you feel like you are not unlimited. And right now I'm telling you, you are worthy. You have everything that it takes. You have all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the clarity that you need. You have everything within you right here, right now, available to you. Not in 10 years, right here, right now. Stop waiting to be ready. This is a commitment that I'm doing to myself and that you are doing to yourself right here, right now, if you are in this energy space. Because we need to be like together in this and really being like, I know where the other way led me to, and it didn't lead me to what I wanted to go. It didn't make me feel alive. It made me feel terrible. It made me feel like I'm not being the star that that I was born to be. That I'm not being who I was born to be in this very moment. You have to understand that you do it even when you don't feel ready, even when there's a part of you that doesn't feel ready. It doesn't matter, because that part of you, it's only a part of you. It's not your whole self. Who you are so gigantic. You have so much grandiosity. Don't wait anymore to be ready. I bet there's so many things that you want to do. I bet there's so many emotions that you want to feel, and perspectives and travels and relationships and activities that you want to do, and create a business idea, video content creator, everything, everything. It's yours. You are alive. When I was doing my little meditation or yoga in the morning, this came to me. I'm freaking alive. I'm alive. Why am I waiting to be ready? I'm ready. I was born ready. God is me. Lives within me. Do you think Jesus had these doubts? Jesus had these questions of like, maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'm not ready to teach all of these people. Maybe I'm not ready to guide and lead so many people. But he knows, he was a man, so he had those doubts, he had those fears, but he knew who he was. He knew that he was in union with God. He knew that kingdom lived within him. He knew that there was something beyond that fear and those doubts, and he knew that to live authentically, he had to follow what he knew was the truth, what he was feeling for so long, and what he knew that maybe was scaring him, but he knew that this was coming from God. This is coming from the source within me. And all your desires, all your excitements, all your intuitions, they are God's desires. They are the source within you, telling you where you're supposed to go. When you have fun, that's the source within you. Do that. Do that more often. Get in the flow. Get in the least resistant space. That's when everything happens. Because everything is meant to happen effortlessly. I want to give you this example of, so I think it was like last month, a month and a half ago. I was feeling the excitement, the intention, the desire to go back to Paris. So I was there a year ago and I wanted to go back to Paris. And I am in this platform where I can then find accommodation there, and I wanted to be there for like a week. And I was looking, so pretty much this is accommodation where you can pet sit or house sit. And I was looking specifically to take care of a cat in Paris for a week. I didn't want more, I wanted a week. There was a time that I was so obsessed, always checking on app, like new things. I was always like looking for it. I was so obsessed, and I wanted it so much. I wanted it so much. I wanted it. So what was I doing in that state? I was being the Margarida that still doesn't have it. That's it, because the Margarida that has it, she's not really checking that much. She's not even obsessing about it. I am freaking excited. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not obsessed. So in that month, nothing came. And then kind of went away my desire to go to Paris. It always stays because I love the city. So I always felt the desire, but I was having new desires. I was planning some vacations to go to the south of Portugal, that's where I live, and going to the beach, enjoying more summer destinations and so on. One day, when it was today is a Monday, was not yesterday, a week ago. So pretty much a week ago, exactly a week ago. I was at the beach and I was just alone after being with a friend, and I was just relaxing and getting some sun. And then I saw like a notification of the platform saying me, oh, there's like this house seat that you can, like, there is available in Paris. I check it out and it was from the going already like in a week, for a week, taking care of a female cat, where everyone says amazing reviews, super sweet, super kind, a nice apartment, and a nice arrondissement, a nice neighborhood. And I saw that for exactly a week. It was going to be in 2 weeks from the moment I saw. And I was like, I feel good. I feel really good about this. I'm feeling a good vibe from all the feedback from the page. I just sent a message on a Sunday. I got a reply, can we have a call tomorrow, which was going to be Monday, which was a week ago. I had a call with the lady in 10 minutes. She was like, I want to offer you this house seat. My darling, take it. In that day, I booked my flights. In just 24 hours, I got it. It was so effortless. It was so effortless because I was not thinking even about it anymore. I was feeling fulfilled, present in my life. I was not worried about the fact that I still don't have my travel to Paris. I was in the state of like, I already have it. I don't really care. I don't really care anymore. I want to go, but I don't care when it comes. And in that moment came like this in one day. And it was so effortless, so incredible, effortless. And everything that is aligned is effortless. I want to give you another example that happened in the same week. So me and my family, one element of my family, she wanted to travel because she was going to have some free days. And I was like, good, let's go travel together. We saw some stuff, but then we kind of dropped it. Then we were with a friend and we said, why don't you also join us? And then in that day, I went to bed, and before going to bed, I was checking out places. I was checking out Spanish islands. I was checking out accommodations, and it was amazing because I saw amazing things. But then, so we had the intention that we were going to go somewhere with the beach, and we wanted to be there almost for a week. We didn't know yet, so we were open to being in Portugal, outside of Portugal. So I went to sleep, and when I woke up, this element of my family just called me. Look, this lady just told me, like my literally, she just told me about this place where it's like super nice, very affordable, in a great location in the south of Portugal. And yeah, I'm just going to call it. She has availability for that week. She called, boom, it's done. I literally woke up with that. Like I didn't have to do anything. It was the most effortlessly thing ever. We had the intention the previous day, the next morning, we had exactly what we wanted without looking at anything. And actually in the perfect conditions, the way that we wanted, in location that we wanted, with the price range that we wanted. That's it. Effortlessly. You're meant to manifest effortlessly. So just go, carry these into your life right now. Stop waiting to be ready. Know that things happen effortlessly when we allow them, because that's the way nature is. And that's the way you are, because you're nature. So if you did like this video, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel or rate the podcast if you're seeing on Spotify. And yeah, I'm just so excited to be here. I'm excited to do what I love. I'm excited to inspire you. So let me know in which way this video touched you, what resonated with you. And yeah, you can share with me what you like to listen more and me to talk about. And I just want to let you know, you're unlimited. You are divine. You are here to be who you're born to be. So stop waiting to be ready. Start.